Let's talk about rat. Rat is remote access trojan. It's something that when you send it to somebody, if the person puts it on their computer, you'll be able to turn the person's webcam on. You'll be able to listen to the person's microphone, like you can turn the person's microphone at your own choice. You can access this person's files and all these things with the person not knowing about it. Like you can send somebody a PDF or an image, and the moment the person clicks on the link, you now have access to their computer. You can do anything with their computer. You can even open their web browsers, send emails. Maybe you go through their inbox. Somebody's asking them, I want to pay for so and so thing. I want one container load. I want so and so quantity, and instead of the person to pay into the company's account, you can even tell them, don't pay into this company account. There's a problem. Oh. Pay it into this other account. That other account might be, an Aboki Bureau de Exchange account or so on account. So what I just explained right now is what hackers do. They send you something that once you open it, they will have access to your computer. They can use that access to go through your emails and start replying business transactions with another email address. They could use it to download confidential informations. They could use it to spy on you. They could use it to do anything at all. And anything they do, it will be showing that that thing came from your computer. So they do this using what we call RATs, remote access trojan. It's called remote access trojan because it gives them access to things on your computer. It's usually like a trojan. A trojan is, it could be a PDF, it could be a picture. It's something that looks innocent, you don't know. But once you click on it, boom, somebody has access to your computer. And I'm going to be explaining the logic behind all this and how you can do this yourself. So I'm teaching you how to do this just so that if you're ever in a position where somebody is blackmailing you, or maybe you want to be able to control a computer and you don't want the person who has the computer to know you're controlling it, maybe for legal reasons. Probably you want to track a kidnapper or something. This is what I'm teaching it to you. So anything you go and do that is not going to be good, anything you do, I am not involved. It is for educational purposes. So we're going to be using a very popular tool. It's one of the biggest tools. It's called Xenom Rat. It's a very bad rat. It's also free on GitHub. So let's get into it. Okay, so if you have a GitHub account, head over to this page, mom 825 Zimom Rats. Now, this rat is free of charge. You set it up, and once you have done it, you can hack into anybody's computer. But let me state this: there's some computers you cannot hack into. If the person has an antivirus, you might not be able to access it because the antivirus will detect. But most people don't have antivirus. In fact, they used to turn off the antivirus. These are the kind of people that is easy to hack. So just know this, and yeah, that's it. Okay, so back to what we're saying. So if the person doesn't have an antivirus, you could send the rat as a PDF or a picture. So the first step is to click over here and click copy. So if you know how to develop as a software developer, you would be able to know how to clone. So for instance, you will type this command git clone, you give a space and you paste the link. After which you give a space again and you put dots. Make sure you create a folder for this. So for me, I went to my desktop, which is my desktop over here. On my desktop, I have a folder called rats. And inside that, I have a folder called rat xenon. And inside this rat xenon, I have cloned the project. So just to show you what I'm trying to say, this is my device, for instance. I'll head over to my desktop. Inside my desktop, you can see this folder called rat xenon. So inside rat xenon, I've been able to clone the project, which is where I said, git clone, and I've cloned the project. Now, the moment you've cloned the project, the next thing is to start thinking about what kind of things you would want to achieve. So I'm going to tell you the three major things you can achieve. We're going to start from the first one. So the first thing we can achieve is to do what we call a HVNC. A HVNC is like remote desktop, like RUDP, right? So if you have ever used Savers or VPS, that's what we call RUDP. RUDP is a way to connect to a computer. But the thing with RUDP is that if you connect to a computer, it will log you off. Like if I connect to a computer right now and you now connect to that computer, it will log me off and log the other person on. So only one person can be connected to a computer at a particular point in time. But when you use a rat will allow the person to keep using their computer. They will not even know that somebody is also operating a computer. You can do two major things. You can create your own tab. It means this person is actually using their computer, but you can open their own Google Chrome, a Google Chrome that they have already logged into, and you can open it on your own version, which is you're opening it on your own computer. But on their own computer, they're not seeing anything else to do with the Google Chrome. This is called HVNC. By HVNC, it means hidden virtual network computing. So this is practically where somebody has a computer and you have access to the computer, but the person doesn't know you have access to it. So it you also have live microphone and so many other things. So now, in order for us to build this, there are two major ways we're going to be building it. We're going to be building it using a PDF and an image. With a PDF, the person has to open the PDF. With an image, the person has to open the image. So you will send it to somebody as an email. I will advise you not to send it as a Gmail. So Google has this virus scanner. If you send it through Google, Google would block it. So what you would usually do is that you will first tell the person to go to a link. This could be maybe a website, and download it from there. So if they download it from there, it's easy to have it, execute. But if you send it through Gmail, Google would um Google would flag it as a virus. But there's another way I can show you on how to do it, which is kind of tricky, but it will bypass Google and detection systems. Okay, let's move forward in how to do this. So a couple of things that we would be, working on here, which is a couple of features. Let's start with the features. We'll be able to, let's start with the beginning of the features. We'll be able to read the person's charts, go through their images, we'll be able to off their computer on it, we'll be able to monitor them, their webcam, we'll be able to listen to their microphone, we'll be able to listen to their keystroke. So if they're trying to log into a website, as they're typing anything, we're able to see what they're typing. Let's assume this is a bank manager and this bank manager has an admin password. We're able to see the manager type in the password. We're able to also have an offline keylogger. Maybe we're not available at the moment. It will just record everything the manager is doing and be storing it with the things he typed as well. So maybe at night when we are back from our normal day life, we can go back and go and see everything the person has done. We're able to screen control, which is control the person's screen. You can even make the person's screen go blank, shine blue. The person will think their screen is bad or something, not knowing that you're actually doing something maybe directly on that computer. This one usually comes in maybe if the person is doing, like a live meeting. Let's assume somebody is on a live Google meeting. You can make their screen go blank and hijack the browser. That means on your own computer right now, you're actually seeing that Google meeting, right? So depending on how good you are, you can use 11 Labs. 11 Labs is a platform to clone voice. So you can use 11 Labs to clone, let's say if this is a bank manager, you can use 11 Labs to clone the voice of the manager to make it sound exactly like that bank manager. So you can continue the Google meeting from where he has stopped. While he's trying to understand why his computer is not no longer working, you can log it off and do what we call session hijacking. So in case you don't know what a session hijacking is, if you log into a website on your browser, it stores cache and cookies and local storage. You can copy that whole browser profile. Let me show an example. Me, for instance, I have lots of Gmail accounts. Every one of these accounts right now has a profile. If I click any of them, I'll have both my Gmail, my cookies, local storage, and everything. So every single one of these profile has all my information. Now, with this particular rat, you can export it. It's like you're downloading somebody's browser. It means anything the person has logged into, you don't even need the password of that person. You just continue from where they have stopped as though it is that original computer that had access to it. Okay, so there are also very beautiful features like being able to access the file manager, being able to use a reverse proxy, being able to manage their processes, being able to have share access. Share access means you can actually have admin control, over the engine using like terminals. And there are lots of other beautiful features. So we're going to start with our first approach, which is doing this using image. So we're going to head over to prepare a typical scenario. Let's go to a place like alibaba.com and let me show you something. So on alibaba.com, you would usually have lots of people. These are people who sell things in industry like Alibaba is a website that sells. Okay, this video is getting almost to 10 minutes. I want all my videos to be within 10 minutes. So I'm going to stop this video right now. Look for the episode 2. We're going to head over to Alibaba. We're going to look for a supplier, somebody that sells goods. We're going to create a PDF and tell them we want to buy so many things, the PDF is going to contain a rat. The moment the person opens it, we'll have access to the person's computer. After which we're going to tell them, it's already up to 10 minutes. Let me stop this. See you at episode 2.